Last year, Nicole and I created a project-based learning experience for a movie theater project. We had two different experts come in. Our kiddos, as much as we tried, were not asking questions. They were making statements.
We had a goal last year to figure out how can we give these kids the knowledge of how to ask a question and how to make it a deeper learning question about what we are currently learning about.
Well, we both went to the visible learning training, and that's where we were like, all right, what is a problem that we can solve? Within project-based learning, questioning was where our kids had the most struggles.
We collaborated to figure out what are some strategies that we could use to support those questioning strategies among our learners.
With the staff that was there, kind of pointed us in the right direction, and this project started.
My coach approached me with an opportunity to partner with the Early Childhood Center because they were wondering about a site that their kids could use to help practice question words, and he knew that I was getting ready to start an upcoming unit involving computer programming, and so he asked if I wanted to partner. And of course I said yes. I asked my third graders if they would be interested in helping solve this real world problem with kids at the Early Childhood Center, and they were absolutely ecstatic and they were eager to do it.
We were able to get together and connect with the third graders at Ridgeview who were able to practice their coding skills and learn how to create an app for us that also supported the questioning strategies that we were incorporating in our classroom.
The purpose of the project was to help the ECC learn their question words.
I was so impressed from the moment that we started working with those third graders, from the moment that this project ended. We were really fortunate where we were able to have that live Zoom meeting with them where we could talk with them. They asked us questions, and I was so impressed by the questions they were asking us, because they really, you could tell at that point, were so invested and they wanted to help in this real scenario that we were having, this real problem. And so we met with them on Zoom. They asked us questions, we gave them feedback. Those third graders, I think, were able to take that information that we had told them about our learners and about our problem and then create this amazing project for us.
With their initial excitement, just even, thinking all these things they could create, just their ideas and looking at their sketches and their brainstorms, I knew we were on to something really special.
We made the app called Cookie Questions. Level 1 tells them what the words are, and level 2 tells them what sentences they could go in, and 3 it's a little game where you have guess which one is the correct one, and then it goes into the sentence.
Not only did they have to design something to make learning easier to help 4 and 5-year-olds practice question words, but then they had to learn how to write the code to make their ideas come to life.
My favorite part of this project was Scratch. We had to learn how to code and to persevere.
It helped me because sometimes I'm not that patient, and so I had to learn how to be patient.
Seeing what they were capable of when they were collaborating and trying things out with each other and figuring things out, and just how flexible they were in their thinking and just how reflective they were, and how persistent they were. If things didn't work out, they would try something else. They also, just their collaborative conversations and the discourse that they had was pretty amazing. They were disagreeing with each other in super respectful ways. They were building on each other's thinking. They were just watching them think, you could tell just how many steps ahead that they were thinking. So their critical thinking skills have grown tremendously.
They were able to come to our building and then teach our students how to use these apps that they had created and these materials that they had given to us.
When they came, I was just blown away with how kind and respectful they were with the preschoolers.
Creating this for someone that will actually use it. Like that's been a huge motivator for them, like knowing that what they're going to create will be actually helping somebody else. But we not only brought our QR codes for them to scan, but we also made puzzles and books and other little things to help them.
And what's awesome about the app is we'll be able to use that with any project we do in the future. With partnerships going forward, I think that opened the door to many, many, many more possibilities.
With our baking project and how those third graders and you all made that connection between what we were doing to what our students were experiencing, they married together in this most amazing way, and it made both projects come together in a way that I felt was so unique and just so much more than any other project I feel like I've ever done.
It truly just like makes my heart explode as a teacher. That's what you want to see. And I think that's what is important for our students when they have these real life experiences. Like, we can do projects left and right in the classroom. When it turns into something real life and they know they're putting this effort into something that will be applied and it's helping other kids, whether in our district or out in the community, I think that's when you really see that huge growth and their excitement for it. That's what was real exciting to see, is how excited they were to be involved with another classroom at a different building and helping them learn. So it's fun. I'm glad I got to be part of it.
For my teacher heart, it made me so happy to see that collaboration and that connection between two totally different learners at two totally different levels come together. For that team of third graders to come in with my preschoolers and show them their expertise in this, and just to see that joy and that happiness that my preschoolers were having those big kids come and teach them how to use this app was just the coolest thing, and just an experience that I don't think that I would ever forget as a teacher.
I'm the kind of kid who likes to code a lot. I'm the kind of kid who takes my time and not rush. I learned that I'm the kind of kid who can listen to others while they're speaking.
I've learned that I'm the kind of kid who never gives up and is a really big fan of coding.
It made me feel so proud to be their teacher, to see them become, I'm not the only teacher. I have 17 amazing teachers with me, and so to see them become teachers to others was pretty magical.
I really feel like that sense of connectedness and us being able to kind of bridge that gap between schools was just such a cool experience, and being able to collaborate with other educators, it makes me want to think about what other opportunities that we can take in the future to be able to keep those connections going.
We always are super invested in our students, and to see our kiddos go working with these younger ones that, some of those kids couldn't communicate like them, and our students adapting to that and just really trying to work with them and show them how to use it or change what they were going to do. It was just amazing.
Some of the third graders that had come in actually had gone here when they were preschoolers, and they had talked about it, and the teachers from around the building were talking about how these were some of their former students. And I think to have that connection, it builds such an amazing experience for both sets of learners, because those third graders could see that connection. They could see the importance and the value in it, because this was an experience that they could refer to when they were small and they were in this building, and being able to remember that and remember their former teachers, and then coming back, kind of like that homecoming experience, and that awesome connection of community that was built.
I got to see my Miss Becky, my preschool teacher. I would say it was so good that I got to go to the ECC today, and made my heart feel better than I had before.
So my mom actually works at the ECC, so that was pretty fun. to help my mom's students and to help them learn. It just made me feel really warm and nice inside.
I really love that school, and the gym is very fun, and it's like home to me.